This is the Dodgers Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Los Angeles Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Whoa, what a finish. Welcome to the Locked On Dodgers Postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done. I am Pete Fox, covering sports in LA, dating back to 2007 for ESPN LA and NBC Sports Radio. Tonight's episode of the Locked On Dodgers Postcast, instant reaction to the Dodgers, brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $150 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet is a winner. Tonight, that's what the Dodgers were, a winner chicken dinner. Felt pretty comfortable all night until the ninth. Surprise, surprise. Tanner Scott comes in, 22 pitches. Leadoff walk in the ninth, hit by pitch. I don't know exactly what happened. Did he get pulled? I was watching on ESPN on the Gamecast. So did he get pulled for a health reason, or is it correct that he got pulled with a full count? Like, if that's not a slap in the face, we don't have faith in you to finish this at bat. We're going to pull you. And they brought Kirby Yates in, who then promptly threw ball 4. Craig says hamstring. Is that thigh or hamstring? Both two different people are saying there was an injury. Okay, well, that makes a little bit more sense. I was like, that's a brutal place to yank somebody. 3-2 count in the ninth inning. So yeah, Roy and Craig, Delia, thanks, appreciate it. I was like, that's something's going on there. But it turned out to work out. He was a little shaky, as he has been off and on of late. So it's good to see Kirby Yates keep it up, although it was a hair away from being a disaster. Carlos Correa, who got a heaping load of S from Dodger fans all night long. They would not lay off of him, and I love it. I absolutely love it. They booed him mercilessly every time he came up, and in the ninth inning, he hit one to the wall where James Outman didn't have to leap, but he had to reach above the wall to pull it in and end the game. If that goes out, tie ball game. And we're all in a different state of mind with a completely different attitude. If the Dodgers tie that game, or if the Twins tie it, the Dodgers don't walk away with a comfortable win, because this was all Dodgers most of the night, I could say, I guess. Might be burying the lead here, but they did hit 4 home runs, which is big, but they didn't do much else. 4 home runs, 2 for Will Smith, Shohei Ohtani, a 2-run home run, and Andy Pages, his 18th in the 7th to make it 5-1. That accounted for all of the Dodgers' runs. 7 hits in all. Mookie Betts had a nice hit there late in the game. 9-7. They were out hit by the Twins in this game. The Twins were abysmal with runners in scoring position, runners on base. Couldn't get anything done. 1 for 8. They left 13 runners on base. So some of that goes to the Dodger pitchers. Give them some credit. Dustin May came in and took care of business. He looked really good. I thought he had good command of the zone. I thought he had his ball, dancing around quite a bit. He wasn't throwing meaty fastballs over the plate. His sweeper was working good most of the time. So all in all, a good command, and had the Twins off balance. So that was good to see as well.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Dodgers with a win. That's what we're talking about. To snap a 3-game skid, their first win of the second half. Dustin May looked good. 4 homers in the victory. We come away from this one feeling pretty good about things. Defense. We don't really need to spend a lot of time discussing it, because it was fine. After last night, or yesterday, which is a fairly big defensive disaster with 3 errors, tonight, everything looked good. And the highlight for me defensively was that play that Freddie Freeman made at first base in the fourth, where he was playing shifted over towards second base quite a bit on Carlos Correa, and Correa poked one down the first baseline, a high bounding ball, and Freddie got over there, made a nice play, spun around, and threw a dart to Dustin May. I mean, tough play. He made it look so easy, and that's what's great. One of the many great things about Freddie. His defense is spectacular. That was proof of it right there.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Not Freddie. Maybe honorable mention because of that good play. Had a base hit, which was nice to see. He hit it hard. The good news about Freddie, there was lots of discussion about Freddie's attitude today, saying that he felt better than he's felt in a long time. He noticed something in a meme, you know, the Coldplay cheating CEO couple meme that is everywhere. I mean, you can't open your phone or your computer without seeing it. Well, evidently there was a version of it that included Freddie Freeman, I think from his home run, game one of the World Series against the Yankees. And he noticed something in his swing that his balance point was a little different. So he was walking around pregame in the cage saying, you know, I found it, I figured it out, and just had a completely different attitude. But the player of the game tonight, without a doubt, Shohei Ohtani. I almost said Mookie. Mookie, 1 for 3 with a run scored, walked to get on base. Nice game, but not the player of the game. Although he made some nice defensive plays. Shohei, player of the game. Started on the mound, gave up a leadoff home run. First run he's given up in a long time. First home run he's given up all season on the mound. He went 3, gave up just the 1 run on 4 hits, struck out 3, 46 pitches. The ERA now at 1.5. But got the scoring started for the Dodgers. So not only is the player of the game.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Got the offense started with a home run in the first inning on his first at bat. Not a leadoff because he's batting second these days, but launched one to center field. So what he did that no one's done since the 70s was give up a home run and hit a home run in the same inning. Hasn't been done since some Cub guy did it in 74, I want to say, in a game that ended up like 23-22. They said at the end of the first inning in that game where the wind was blowing out at Wrigley, it was 7-6. So back when the pitchers used to hit in the National League, he gave up a home run and then he came up in the first inning, probably as the 8th or the 9th hitter, and hit a home run. I don't remember his name, but look, it's cool. It's a baseball stat to be sure. I don't know that it's all that impactful. I mean, Joe Davis was going crazy on the fact that Shohei Ohtani, the pitcher, hits a home run. I mean, it has a different meaning when it's Shohei Ohtani. He's not just some pitcher, right? He is a hitter who is also a pitcher. He's one of two, him and Babe Ruth. So it's a little different, but it is kind of a cool stat that he gave up a home run and homered as well. Got the scoring started for the Dodgers. But after that, the Twins Festa retired 9 in a row before Will Smith went deep to left field. And then Will Smith went deep again to left field. So 2 home runs for him, number 13 and 14, 395 feet. The second one, a little bit more of a blast, 435 feet. And then in the 7th, Pajes, 412 feet, yanked one to left field. That was nice to see as well. So we come away from this one feeling pretty good about things. Court the Crusader. Brewers can be hot in July and then suck it up in September. Yeah, hopefully. I hope I mean, I couldn't help but look and see what the Brewers did tonight. I was hoping that they would lose and kind of fall apart, start to come back to earth. But no, they're still hot. They've won now, 12 in a row, 11 in a row. They beat Seattle, who's a very, very good team. They shut out Seattle 6-0 tonight. There were 2 very bizarre outcomes in Chicago. The Cubs, who have 59 wins, got roughed up by the Royals 12-4. And what was the other one that was strange? The Padres were winners, so that's good for the Dodgers. Oh, the Pirates, the 40-61 Pirates shut out the Tigers, who are the exact opposite, 60-41. Not really the exact opposite, but pretty close there. 40-61, 60-41. Anyway, a 3-0 shutout of the Tigers. It was in Pittsburgh at least. So kind of a little bit of a weird night, but the Brewers keep rolling, and the Dodgers turn things around with a nice 5-2 win over the Minnesota Twins tonight. Shohei Ohtani looked good, and we'll get into Dustin May's night after the break, as he also looked really good. It's the Locked On Dodgers postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done. And don't forget to check out the Locked On Daily Dodgers podcast if you don't already. Click that subscribe button and become a regular viewer of the postcast and the Daily Dodgers podcast with Travis Rogers Monday through Friday right here on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. Today's episode of the Locked On Dodgers postcast brought to you by Supply House. If you are a trade worker and it's a trade that requires skill and you need to get the parts so you can look even more skilled, you should go to supplyhouse.com to order those HVAC, electrical, and plumbing parts. They have a very easy to use website. It's packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to give you a tip maybe on installing it a way that maybe you didn't know or you weren't aware of, or a shortcut or something, or maybe it's a new part. You don't exactly know how it works. Their website can help you figure it out, and they definitely will have the part that you need. 200,000 plus parts from 400 top brands, delivered fast and free most of the time, coast to coast. If you need help with an order, they have an expert support staff there, and you'll talk to a real person. And if you're a trade pro and you need an extra edge, their free Trade Masters program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it is your turn. So go to supplyhouse.com and sign up for that Trade Masters program at supplyhouse.com/TM and use the code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Tonight's episode also brought to you by FanDuel. Summer sports are in full swing, and whether you're all about soccer or golf, although the majors are all over, there's still some more tournaments coming around the corner. Or if you're into baseball under the lights, FanDuel is the best way to make every game even more exciting. You're already following the action. Why not make it a little bit more thrilling and get a little deeper into the action and win yourself some money with FanDuel.com? Head to FanDuel.com, and if you're new customers can get $5 off. You'll bet $5 and hopefully get $150 off, or $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet is a winner. There's all kinds of daily promotions as well, so check it out. Use the app FanDuel or go to the website FanDuel.com to get started. Dodgers pull one out on 4 home runs, 2 from Will Smith. Shohei Ohtani, his 35th. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but that blast that he hit to center field was 441 feet. 3rd home run in as many days. Had one yesterday and one on Saturday. So he's definitely got it rolling. Although there were times today he didn't look so sharp. I would like to see Shohei strike out a little bit less, just a little bit. Fewer strikeouts for me would be a little bit more comfortable. You know, home run's nice, but 3 Ks, maybe I should rethink player of the game. He did pitch well, though. Yeah, so we got to give him credit for that. Get this game off on the right foot. He gave up just the 1 home run, struck out 3, 4 hits in total over 3 innings. And Dustin May came in, and as I said, had good command of the zone, kept the Twins off balance. Although he gave up 5 hits, he scattered them and didn't give up a run all night. Struck out 3. Sweeper was working well. Struck out 4 rather. Walked 3. Sweeper was working pretty good. So he gets the win. He's now 6-6. Tanner Scott, bumpy outing. Walked a guy, hit a guy. 22 pitches, 2/3 of an inning, and then got pulled. And reportedly is dealing with some sort of leg issue, hamstring, thigh, whatever. Kirby Yates came in to finish it off. 9 pitches to put the W in the win column for the Dodgers, which is a a good thing, exactly what they needed against a sub 500 team. They got to get these wins. As I said yesterday, it's still going to be rough. It is nice to see, a team that is struggling to a certain extent come in and give the Dodgers a little bit of an opportunity. Look, anything's possible. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night, but this is a team that the Dodgers are definitely capable of sweeping. So let's hope they can keep rolling and get some momentum going and keep crushing Carlos Correa, because he deserves it. And so do all of those cheating Astros. By the way, it is a funny side note from the one show I did when I was in Ireland, which was at the end of the Astros series. That particular episode of the Dodger Postcast, after the Astros wrapped up the sweep, got quite a few views, over 3,000, which is a really solid performance for the Postcast. My average is 1,500 in that neighborhood. 2,000's a really good performance. And by the way, I appreciate all you guys watching and listening and all of your comments, etc. So, but 3,000's a pretty big number. And that was because a lot of Astros fans jumped in. Normally, I don't read the comments ever because it just gets me my blood boiling too much, and I don't have time to yell at everybody. So I just pass. But I did notice that my likes versus dislikes was at like 72%. And that's a little bit low. I usually get 85 to 90 in that neighborhood, 95%. But I was talking with my producer, Sam, and I said, read some of those comments. What happened there? Why was it down to 72%? He goes, a lot of Astros fans really mad at you for calling them cheaters. And I'm like, they're still trying to defend themselves that they didn't cheat. That is remarkable to me. And I was looking at something today on YouTube and I saw some of the comments and they're like, oh, listen to this guy calling us cheaters after Mookie Betts, blah, blah, blah. I didn't even read the whole thing. It was something about Mookie. And I can only assume that is because Mookie was on the Red Sox and they got busted for cheating as well. I'm like, yeah, but no one got busted more blatantly than the Astros. And the fact that you guys try to defend yourselves, I know there's probably not any Astro fans listening tonight, but the Carlos Correa fans that are pissed at Dodger fans for booing him all night, the fact that they have the cojones to try to defend themselves and say, oh, what are you talking about? We didn't cheat is remarkable. I mean, the audacity to say that they didn't cheat. It's just unbelievable to me. I was like, that's absolutely crazy. So anyway, I loved it all night long. I was just like, it was feverish. I mean, that's got to be rough, but he deserves it. They all deserve it. So it's good to see him go 0 for 5. It's good to see Mookie with a hit, Shohei with a homer, Will Smith with 2 homers, Freddie had a nice hit, Teo 0 for 4. Conforto had a base hit, but Freddie got thrown out at home. Ouch. Unhitched that trailer, oh man. Yeah, I'm sure he got a ration when he got back to the dugout. But I appreciated, I applauded Dino Ebel for sending him. I applauded the aggression, and it was welcomed because the Dodgers came into the night's game with an attitude like we haven't seen in a while. And I really appreciated that. And I also noticed that it carried over into the game. And I think that went into why they won this game. At the start of the game, before the game in the dugout, they were fired up. They had a different demeanor, a different attitude, a different look on their face. And that's what they needed. And that was good to see. Kershaw mentioned that after yesterday's loss, when the defense fell apart, that those kind of things wake up a team. So they did find some positivity in a really ugly game yesterday. So that's what winners do. So that was good. 5-2 the final today. Dodgers now 59-42. Twins fall to 48-52. Game 2 of this series tomorrow night, a little after 7 as well. As for the pitching matchup, give me 1 second here. It'll be Yoshinobu Yamamoto with his 8-7 record and his 2.59 ERA against Simeon Woods Richardson. He comes in with a 5-4 record and a 3.95 ERA. Again, first pitch 7:10. We'll be here right afterwards to break it down on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Appreciate your comments. We will talk tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night.